Annette here from Ask Me Decor. Welcome back, and if you're new, thanks for joining me. So today I have a great video planned for you. I'm going to make my husband's favorite Christmas cookie. If you watched the last video, it was the Christmas home tour, and you saw me point out a recipe in my pantry that's a Christmas cookie that we make every year. So go back and check out that video. It's the Christmas home tour. You'll see the whole house decked out for Christmas. It really looks great. This is it right here. I keep it framed, and I do this like kind of little special thing to it because it means a lot. It's our favorite cookie. It's from my husband's mom, and he loves it. It's called the Nut Tossie. Fun to make, and you're gonna love it. So I'm going to take you step by step through the instructions, through the recipe. We're going to bake it together, and we're going to enjoy it at the end of this video. So many years ago, my mother-in-law would make this cookie for Christmas, and it was always my husband's favorite. I was a little intimidated. I was more than happy to have her make the cookies and bring them over. She gave me the recipe, she helped me through it, and I've been making it ever since, and it really is great. I think you're going to enjoy it. So this is what we're going to need. We're going to need one of these small cup pans. They're small in diameter, not the size of a cupcake. We're going to need this little pusher thing to push into our little cup pan to make our cups. We are going to need 4 cups of flour. We're going to need some vanilla. We're going to need 1 pound of butter. I know. 1 pound of butter, softened. We're going to need 12 ounces of cream cheese. So this is 2 blocks. So we're going to need 1.5. So I'm going to cut one of those in half. We are going to need 4 eggs. We're going to need some chopped walnuts, and we'll probably chop these a little smaller than what they are. And we're going to need some light brown sugar. And our recipe calls for 3 cups of that. Okay, that is going to be everything. All right, so let's get our apron on, and we're gonna get started on the dough. Now, once we get the dough mixed together, we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for about an hour so it chills. It'll be easier to work with. Okay, we're ready to get started. Now, I did a little research on the Nut Tossie cookie, and what I found was that it's basically a Southern cookie, and it was made to mimic a pecan pie. So it's like a little cup, and then there's a little pie filling in. The word Tossie comes from Europe, and that means cup. So you make your little cup out of this dough we're gonna make, and then you put your pie filling in. I'm suspecting that because we live in the Northeast, pecans might have been hard to find, especially at Christmas time. So the recipe became adapted to crushed walnuts. So instead of having a miniature pecan tossie, we're having a nut tossie, and we're going to use crushed walnuts. So let's get started. That's a little history on the cookie for you. First up, we're going to put our butter in, and I have a pound of butter, which is 4 sticks, and that's going to go right in. We are going to put our cream cheese in, and I have 8 ounces and 4 ounces, 12 ounces total. Let's get that mixed in. Next, we're going to put in our flour, and this is 4 cups of flour. You have to put this in slow or it's going to fly out at you. So at this point, get about 4 or 5 squares of wax paper ready. Next, you're going to take about a baseball-sized ball of your dough and roll it into a log. This log is going to be about 1.5 inches in diameter, and then you're going to roll it up in your wax paper. Make as many logs as you have dough for, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator to chill. Now we need to make our filling. So put the brown sugar in a large measuring cup, add your eggs, add your melted butter, and add some vanilla. Stir it well and set it to the side. Now get your nuts ready. I like to crush mine pretty finely and put them in a little bowl and get that ready to put in the Tossies. Spray your pan lightly, and now we're ready to start working on those cups for the Tossies. Take your chilled dough, slice it into about 1/2-inch slices, place a slice in the cup mold, and press it down with that little wooden press. You're going to do this 24 times to fill up this sheet. So now is the part where we're going to add the filling to all the little cups. I take about 1/2 tablespoon and pour it into each cup. Now you're going to see the way I twirl that filling with my finger and the spoon. It catches the drippers. You don't want any of that filling dripping on your pan or behind the cups because it's like glue and they will stick to your pan no matter how much you sprayed it. So you've got to get those drippers, and you're going to see up close how I twirl my finger and catch the drippers. All right, so all of our little cups are filled with the filling, and now we have to top them off with a little bit of those crushed walnuts. So I take, again, about 1/2 tablespoon of crushed walnuts and drop them onto each little cup. Let's get them in the oven now. 375 for 14 minutes, but I check them at 12 minutes just to make sure they're doing okay. All right, our cookies are done baking. I take a small knife to help me pop them out of the pan. They'll come out in one piece, and I put them on a nice little rack to cool. You can see that one slot where a cookie stuck. That means filling got behind the dough. It acts like glue. It'll make your cookies stick no matter how much you sprayed the pan. So try to make sure you don't get any filling behind the dough or anywhere on the pan, and they'll come out perfect. Just look at how great these cookies look. I cannot wait to eat some, but we need to get these ready for Santa. A carrot for the reindeer, some milk for Santa, a couple cookies. We're ready for the big guy. Okay, that's gonna do it for the Nut Tossie cookie, one of our favorites. I wish you could have smelled these baking. It was amazing. Now I'm gonna link the entire recipe in the description box so you can follow along very easily. Now would be a great time to like and subscribe to the channel. And I just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas while I taste these awesome cookies. Perfect.